Hello guys, my name is Sydney Braun from Game Changing Performance. Thank you so much for joining me today for this nutrition talk where we're going to discuss undereating. More specifically, we're going to dive into 3 signs you may be undereating and explain why eating less is not always the best option for reaching your health and wellness goals. Today's nutrition program is powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition, and at Healthy Steps Nutrition, they believe something as fundamental as nutrition should not be complicated, which is why they focus on a simple habit-based approach to help you reach your goals one step at a time. HSN had a client walk into their office and tell them about her weight loss journey and how it has resulted in a lackluster of results. During this conversation, they learned that she had been battling her weight starting in her late teens, early 20s. She had tried any and all diets, including fat diets, restricted eating, counting calories, shakes, and anything else that you could think of. Over the years, her weight has shown some yo-yoing, but ultimately insignificant weight loss. She finally took a breath after explaining all of those diets and asked, "I feel terrible and I am eating less and doing all of the right things I've been told to do to lose weight, but I'm still not losing weight. What am I missing and what am I doing wrong?" This frustration in a weight loss journey was not foreign to me, and in fact, this happens all of the time. Diet culture tells us to eat less and lose weight, oftentimes promoting diet plans for less than 1,000 calories a day. So today I want to walk you guys through some signs you may not be eating enough and the reasons why eating less is not always the best path for reaching your goals. I want to start off by first explaining a few basics when it comes to our metabolism or energy balance to help understand why so many people struggle to lose weight and keep it off when eating less. I'm sure many of us have heard of the saying, calories in, calories out, and this is a general rule that if we take in more energy in the form of calories than we expend, we will gain weight, and same goes for if we take in less energy than we expend, we will lose weight. So you may be wondering that if this rule is true, then why did their client struggle to see results when she was counting calories and eating less? Well, it turns out that there are many factors that influence that simplified equation. I want to begin by explaining some of the factors that may alter intake, first being your appetite. And as obvious as it may seem, your appetite is affected by hormones. You have 2 main hormones that we will be discussing today, which are called leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is a hormone produced by our fat tissues that signals to our brain that we are feeling full. Ghrelin is released in our stomach, which is called our hunger hormone, to tell us when we are hungry. This is important because when we drastically decrease our calorie intake, it affects our body's hormones. Ghrelin will shoot up, which makes us feel hungry all the time. Think about the last time that you were really hungry and how hard it was to stick to eating healthy and staying away from fast foods or treats. Now, while hormones play a big role in influencing intake, there are also many other factors, including your environment. For example, a study showed people consume more when eating with friends and family rather than when they eat alone. Now, let's take the time to briefly explain a few factors that may influence the energy output. First, you have your BMR, or basal metabolic rate, and this is the estimated amount of calories your body needs when at rest to continue the basic needs of living. But we also need to take into account the physical activity levels, which includes our day-to-day movements, such as going grocery shopping, vacuuming around the house, as well as our physical activity, such as running or doing a workout. Lastly, we need to take into account the thermic effect of food, or how much energy our body needs to break down or metabolize the foods that we consume. So now that I've explained why the calories in, calories out statement isn't as simple as it sounds, let's discuss the 3 signs that you are undereating, and then we will talk about why it may not be the answer for you. Sign number 1, you are constantly hungry. You're starting to eat less, and now all you can think about is the next time that you get to eat. This circles us back to those hormones that we briefly discussed. When you start eating less, your body signals for an increased release of ghrelin, making you feel super hungry. When we feel super hungry, it can lead to increased portions, more frequent snacking, and over-consuming sweets when we get the opportunity to. We should be eating an amount where we aren't feeling hungry. While a decrease in calories may sound like the end result is always feeling hungry, choosing more whole food options, which provides more volume into your meals, and balancing your meals and snacks is a great way to combat that. Sign number 2, you are moody. In January 2018, the word hangry was officially added to the Oxford English Dictionary. It is defined as bad-tempered or irritable as a result of hunger. So you're starting to eat significantly less. Your body is now protesting by increasing the production of ghrelin, and now you may or may not be starting unnecessary fights with friends and family, or may feel a bit more irritable in general. This mood shift is a classic sign that you aren't eating the right amount to reach your goals. Sign number 3, sleep and stress issues. Let's start with sleep. You have likely heard about how sleep deprivation has been found to lead to insulin resistance and weight gain, but did you know that undereating while following strict dietary patterns can also interrupt sleep quality? One study found 10 young women dieting for 4 weeks. They found these study participants had difficulty falling asleep and less overall deep sleep. Another study found that the starvation level calorie restriction led to a reduction in slow wave sleep. This can definitely alter our stress. A large study of more than 2,500 Australian teens found that extreme dieting was not only associated with decreased sleep quality, but also high levels of depression and anxiety, which will alter another important hormone in our health and wellness journey. Now let's talk about cortisol. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, because it is released in response to stress. Most of us have heard a lot about cortisol when it comes to inhibiting weight loss goals. If you are constantly limiting your intake, which leads to increased stress and lack of sleep, your body's cortisol is likely to be elevated. Elevated cortisol levels will not only alter our metabolism, but it will also alter our water retention, which may lead to masking any fat loss occurring. If you are experiencing mood shifts, constant feelings of being hungry, or sleep and stress issues, you may be eating too little. Now let's talk about why it is not always the answer. So what happens when we are under eating and your body doesn't get the energy it needs? Well, initially, the body will use fat stores for energy, and this is how people begin to lose weight. But over time, the body will adjust to this chronic calorie deficit, which is under eating, and this will then metabolize and help your metabolism to go a lot slower, resulting in the body not burning energy as efficiently. And then weight loss eventually stops because the metabolism has slowed down so much. This then becomes extremely hard to maintain your weight eating anything more than a set number of calories your body has adjusted to. Additionally, it also becomes very, very difficult to lose weight despite the hard efforts at eating clean and exercising regularly. So after hearing this, you may feel like losing weight is a hopeless cause, but that is far from the truth. I encourage you guys to try and think about it more this way. Rather than focusing on the results of the weight loss, focus more on the journey of building healthier habits. Rather than focusing on eating less calories, focus on eating more whole food options that provide less calories than processed foods. Yes, processed foods are way more convenient, but those whole foods provide way more vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. So rather than getting sucked into fad diets and that endless cycle of undereating, find a professional who can be the guide and help you build a plan and keep you accountable for reaching those goals. If you are looking to break the cycle of eating too little and start building healthy habits for reaching your goals, here are some tips I suggest you to take. Eat half a plate of non-starchy vegetables at lunch and dinner. Drink at least 60 ounces of water each day. Get 7+ hours of sleep every night, and schedule a free intro to chat with a nutrition coach to help about learning more about your health and wellness goals, and then they can then build a customized plan for you. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for our nutrition talk, and if there are any questions, please feel free to reach out. And at Game Changing Nutrition, we focus on helping people get amazing results. Our one-on-one coaching program is designed to guide you on this journey regardless if you work out with us or not. This game-changing nutrition coaching offers one-on-one support with accountability, habit development based on your current lowest hanging fruit, and body assessments as we help move you towards your goals. So if you are interested in this program, please just send us a message and reach out to any of us. Thank you guys again.